Hello again. Today I'm filming inside. The first video I know that there was a lot of wind sounds in my camera, so you're safe from that today. I'm making this sort of raw. I have I know what I'm gonna talk about though. So, anyways, I have a piece of wisdom to share with you today that I've learned just through my own life experiences just a few days ago. So, I already believe that I'm wise. I already believe that no one can teach me anything at times. But on Friday, I learned something. So, first, I'll tell you what happened. So, I was in metal shop class at my high school, and I was about to learn something new called threading, which is just something on a lathe that you have to do to make screws and stuff. So, today was my first day attempting to thread my own piece, or on Friday. And there's only so much time in each class, which bothers me because I like to get enough stuff done every day. It's just the type of person I am. So on Friday, I hadn't done anything the whole class yet. And basically, what happens is that the teacher has to explain what each student has to do. And everyone is at a different place, or at a different spot in their projects, so he can't just give it one take and tell everyone how to do everything at once. So what ends up happening is most of class will just be waiting for him to tell us how to do what we're doing at the time. So we spend a lot of time waiting. And I was itching to do something that day, which I don't blame myself, honestly. I like that quality about myself. But I was rushing to finish the threading of what I had to do that day on that piece. And there was only 20 minutes left in the class. And I asked the teacher, and he told me at first to wait till the next day because there wasn't enough time left to finish threading. And he also told me to calm down because he noticed that I was rushing it. He noticed that I was rushing to start the threading. And what I wasn't thinking of at the time is that I shouldn't be doing this in metal shop. I shouldn't be rushing my work. I shouldn't be half-assing it. I should be taking my time and doing everything right, which I usually do, but we forget things in the heat of the moment. So he told me this, that I didn't have enough time left to finish it and that I should just wait. But I told him, "Sir, I watched you explain it. I know how to do it. Just trust me. Let me do it. Or like help me set it up so that I can start threading and finish it before class is over." And so he took 5 minutes almost to set it up for me and show me how to do the technique on the machine to thread. And I was more than confident in my ability when I started to do the activity. But as soon as he walked away and I turned on the machine for myself and I did my first cut, I messed up. So this is something that I learned today, or I learned that day, is that you have to listen to your teachers. And this is something that I think a lot of us just forget, that the wisdom of your teacher is underestimated by the student a lot of times. And this is the attitude that most people have nowadays, is that no one can teach me anything anymore. I already know everything. But the wisdom of your teacher is not to be underestimated. And that's something that I learned. Now, I already respect this teacher, and he respects me. We have a good teacher-student relationship. But I didn't respect his wisdom. I didn't respect his knowledge over me. And I decided to do things my way. And I messed up my piece because of it. Because as soon as I started that technique, I rushed into it, and I was supposed to turn a certain handle one way at a specific time, and my muscle memory failed on me in that moment, and I turned it the opposite way, which actually ended up messing up my piece quite a bit. And I remember feeling hurt, like I could not get this out of my head for that whole day, that I did that. And my ego was hurt that day. But there's a lesson to learn from that. And that's what I learned, to trust the wisdom of your teacher. Now, this is something that you and me can apply in many other areas in our life. So, your parents, friends, anyone that has something to give to you knowledge-wise. Okay, there's a lot of people in this world. Not everyone's right. Not everyone knows what they're talking about. First thing when you have a teacher is you need to sort of test that they know their shit. That they know more than you. And that's all you need to know to trust them. And that's something that you forget. Something that I forget. I'm ashamed that I didn't listen to my teacher. So, in conclusion, I think there's two very good lessons to take away from my experiences on that day. One, the first lesson, which made me mess up in the first place, is that I rushed into things. Now, you don't want to rush into things that you haven't already got a grasp on. And a lot of things are exciting to people. A lot of things are exciting. Doing something new is exciting for everyone. And getting something done that is hard is also exciting. But we need to pace ourselves. The second lesson is, of course, to trust the wisdom of your teacher. There's a third piece of advice that I think you can take, both of us can take from this experience, is that I think when I talked about how my ego was hurt, I think that most people leave it there. They leave the thought cycle there. When something like that happens where you mess up, you're my ego was hurt, but I chose to take something from it. But if you don't choose to take something from these experiences, then you'll never learn. So the third piece of advice, in summary, is to look at things your own way and learn things from your own life. Although YouTube and books are very valuable, they'll never teach you the things you can learn just from living life. And that is one of the great gifts of life, is that you never stop learning if you don't want to. And with that, I don't think I have anything else to share with you guys today. So I'm going to end the video now. Please subscribe and like if you want to see more of these videos. I hope to continue this channel and make more videos and share wisdom with you guys. See ya.